Hey guys, what's up? So I'm gonna give you guys another tip video today, and don't mind the title. I know I already made a video about how to win headers, but in that video I will concentrate on you actually just winning the header, not on accuracy, not on scoring or anything. It's more like that was basically a defensive strategy. So let's say you know how everyone in FIFA 14 crosses, they just run down the wing and cross. Yeah, that was what that video was for, to like basically stop you from breaking your controllers. That's why I made that video, so you can defend against corners and crosses and all that shit. So now this video is more on how to score. So basically it's going to deal with accuracy, winning the ball and all that shit. So it's really simple. I'm not going to teach you how to cross like a corner kick or cross the ball into the 18-yard box or anything. Like, there are lots of videos out there on YouTube, but I like to keep my tutorials and tips unique because you probably won't find it anywhere. But yeah, so let's say you know how to cross. I may say something about that later on how to cross, but right now I just want to talk about like scoring. So let's say you know how to cross, you send the ball in. Now there are several things that happens. You see the ball flying in towards your player. It looks like a free header at first. You feel like this is your ball, you got this. And then all of a sudden this player just kind of like climbs over your player. You pressed the button for your player to jump and head the ball, but it's almost as if nothing happened. This player just climbs over your player and heads it away, clears it. Nothing you can do. You're just standing there like, what the fuck just happened? Why did my player not jump? What the fuck? Why did he maintain his position? Well, sometimes you just cross a bad ball into the box. You can clearly see it going into like the opponent's, like it's going towards your opponent. Your player can get it, and you want to make your player move, like kind of like tussle for the ball and go in front of it to get the ball. So those are the two situations I'm gonna talk about. So the first one is, it's a free header. You see the ball coming to your player, but you don't want your player to lose that position. You want your player to maintain the position for the header. Now what you want to do is hold back down. I know you already guessed it. If you watch my tips, you know like that's just basically what it is, because it's the only new feature that in FIFA 14. So just hold down ball protect, because it makes sense, right? Because when you pass the ball to your player, passing, just normal passing, if you pass to your player and then there's a defender behind you, you hold the ball protect so your player maintains the ball and maintains his position and keeps his balance, right? So it's the same thing. A cross, like a corner kick cross, is the same thing. You just have to maintain your position. You hold it down. That's because you know it's a free header. You can tell it's a free header. If you can't, then this probably won't help. But hopefully you can tell when the ball is going straight at your player. So you hold that button down to maintain the position. Then before the ball gets to your player, do not keep your hand on ball protect. Release it and release your hand from sprint. All you should care about now is the analog. If you want to do a finesse header, because you can actually do finesse headers with the finesse button. If you want to finesse header, you can do whatever you want to do it. Just don't hold pace control anymore, ball protect anymore, and make sure your hand is off sprint. Sprint doesn't help in headers, trust me. I used to think it did, but it didn't. It doesn't. Just you have more control over your player, and your player is even more balanced and stronger when your hand is off sprint. So yeah. First step, you hold down the ball protect to maintain the position your player's at, and then as the ball comes close, take your hand off ball protect, take your hand off sprint, and then just concentrate on like the analog, and maybe if you want to use finesse headers on the finesse button as well. Obviously, other factors could interfere, like say the defender with you or like close to you, or maybe your player is actually not a good header. Heading accuracy is bad, but basically this tip helps your player maintain his position and actually gets ahead on the ball instead of just like acting like a complete fucktard, which is kind of like the basic theme of FIFA 14, which is a very 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 annoying game. I won't lie, I like the game, but it's fucking annoying sometimes. So yeah, that's the first step. That's on how to win like that kind of one like free header situation to maintain your position and to get a header. The second one is when you cross like a totally horrible ball. It's not your fault, you actually pressed like the right button and all that shit, but for some reason FIFA isn't consistent, so the ball doesn't go to your player, and you want your player to kind of like move forward closer to the ball. Now what you want to do is move your analog in the direction of the ball, like towards the ball. Say the ball's coming like that, you move your analog, like your player, sort of in the direction of the ball. But obviously your player is not just going to move through the opponent. You want to be able to push through the opponent, right? So as you're doing that, you're tapping the ball protect button, you're tapping it to pushing forward. Then don't do it too much, because sometimes your players can just push so far forward. You can try this and you'll understand what I'm saying. You can just push so far forward, you end up missing the ball just goes over you. But yeah, just tap it a little bit so you can move your player towards the ball, and then remove your hand from ball protect, move your hand from sprint, use only your analog, your left analog button, and that basically direct your header however you want, depending on the situation, and then just place it into the goal. like I said, other factors will also play a role. Heading accuracy, strength of the player, all that kind of shit will play a role. But basically, that's all you need to know when it comes to winning scoring headers from corner kicks. And I don't really know. It doesn't really, like, it works for crosses too, but for crosses really it's just more about the ball you deliver into the 18-yard box. That's just how it works for crosses. But for corner kicks, like, that shit works. So just two things. First, you have a free header coming to, like a free ball coming towards you. Your player is free. You want to maintain the position and, like, gain your balance and just score the goal. So you hold the ball, protect body for a bit. Ball gets closer enough. Your player already knows you want him to stay there, and then you use your analog, your shooting body, whatever it is you want to do. Yeah, but just don't hold ball, protect, and sprint when you're about to head the ball. Don't do that. You can hold it while the ball is coming in, but as soon as you're about to head the ball, get your hand off those buttons and just go for it. And the second one is to push your players, like make your players run through people, like basically run towards the ball. You press the direction. You can even hold sprint at that moment, but when you're about to head the ball, get your hand off sprint. So you run or right tapping ball protect to kind of like push through the defense so you can get the header on the ball. And that's all I have. And if I know my tips, because I don't show you actual gameplay, so my tips can get really confusing sometimes. So that's why the comment section is right there. Ask me questions, I'll help you out. You can add me on my PSN name is somewhere among the other videos. You can find me or ask me for it. We can play a bit. I can tell you stuff you don't understand and shit like that. But yeah, thanks for watching up to this point. 6 minutes. Thanks for watching. And yeah, like, subscribe, do all the good shit. I'll be making more tip videos. If this helps, please leave a like, subscribe. Thanks. Bye.